Hello guys, welcome to another Plan With Me video. Today I'm going to set up my bullet journal for December. I can't believe it's already the end of the year. First, let me show you my November entries after they are filled in. So this was my cover page for November and this was my monthly spread. You can probably see that I don't really use my monthly that much, so I think I'm going to change the layout for this month. The next page was my tracker spread. I had my habit tracker on one side, really simple and basic. I just listed out things that I wanted to track. Then on the right, it was my productivity tracker. I just drew 30 random circles and filled in with different colors. Today is the 27th, so I still have a few days left. But I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think it's really cool to look at. So I'm just going to stick with the same system this month. Next was my project progress page. Again, it was really basic. I just filled in the projects that I was doing and I had a little timeline chart at the bottom. The rest are just weekly spreads. I did change the layout from week to week so I could see which one I like better. And honestly, I was just having fun creating different layout each week. And this was just a random page that I took some notes. And that brings us to today, the 27th. Because I'm going for a full day event on Tuesday and Wednesday, so for this week I have 2 days together because I won't get much done other than attending the event. And because it was a weekly spread, so I do have the first 3 days of December listed here. So yeah, that was my first month of using bullet journal, and now let's set it up for December. For December, I have chosen these two colors, and I will still use this Mildliner in gray and a micro pen in black. First is to, of course, write a cover page for December. It is my favorite time of the year. There's Christmas, there's my birthday, and it's supposed to be winter, although I live in a tropical country, but I do love snow. Here, I just used the two colors of my choice to create the lettering in a kind of ombre effect. Then I used the black micron pen to go around it to create outline as well as a drop shadow. I noticed in my November entry that I don't actually use my monthly spread that much. I have very few events I need to note down, so it was kind of a waste. That's why I decided to change the layout this month. So instead of having a separate monthly page, I decided I'm just going to combine it with the cover page. So here I'm just listing out the 31 days of December. And because it's gonna be holiday season and I think I wanted to do something more festival, and I had the idea that for each event I'm going to write it in kind of a Christmas ornament, and it will be hanging from the corresponding date. So here I just wrote a few events that I already knew and tried out the idea. And then I thought the page would probably look really empty because I don't have that many events in a month. So I decided just to fill up the empty space with more ornaments or bubbles, depends on how you say it. I'm quite happy with how this page turns out. And I think once I have more events filled in, it won't look as empty. And I guess eventually this page will turn out really nice. At least I hope so. And I filled up the bottom space as well because I guess those events ornaments probably won't hang that far into the bottom. And I was done with my cover page / monthly spread. Next was my tracker page. I quite like how this spread worked out last month. It was really simple and effective, so I'm just doing the same again this month and didn't change it at all. I wrote the title in a kind of similar ombre effect, then just filled in the dates and the things that I wanted to track. And that was my habit tracker, just simple and easy like that. Then it was my productivity tracker. I quite like how those random circles turned out last month, so I decided to do something similar this month, but a little bit more festival since Christmas is coming up. I drew a really simple Christmas tree and 31 circles on top of it. So once I fill them in with colors, they would look like Christmas ornaments. Even though I just started bullet journal a month ago, I really like this system and I think it's so fun that I can play with different layouts and I can give a really personal touch to my planner and I know that it's different from everyone else and I don't know, it just makes me happy to use it every day. Here I just added the title, productivity tracker, and added the legend at the bottom. As I'm not using too many colors in my planner, I'm just going to fill in them with either gray or orange or just leave it white. The next spread was my project progress spread. So I just did the title in a similar kind of ombre brush lettering. And basically this spread was exactly the same as the last month as well. Compared to the plain form last month, this month I decorated it a little bit with my two colors to differentiate different projects, and I had a project title, a short description of what the project was, and then just tasks that I needed to get done for that particular project. Of course, for some tasks, I will break them down to smaller tasks and list them in my weekly spread. But I do prefer to have all my projects listed at the beginning of the month so I could prioritize things and decide which one to get done first. As an artist, most of the times I'm really spontaneous and I do what I feel like doing that day. But for most of the commercial projects, there are deadlines that I need to meet, so I really need to get more organized. And I think bullet journal has really been helping me in the past month. So yeah, at the bottom, I added a little timeline chart just like I did last month, and I filled in what my typical day looks like at the moment. Then I just added my list of focus and my social tracker at the bottom. That was about everything I needed to set up for my monthly spread. I know my bullet journal is probably more simple than everyone else, but that's what I find practical for me. There's no point to make it too complicated and not using it. Here I'm just setting up the weekly spread for the first week of December and I I did change the layout again. Since I have the freedom to do it however I want, of course I'm not going to do the same layout every week. And last I just added a little monthly calendar at the corner of the spread to indicate which week it was. And I'm done with my December setup. This is how the pages look like after I finished, and I really think the bright colors give it a more festival look, and I can't wait for December to start. I hope you had fun watching this video. If you like my videos, please share and subscribe. Bye bye!